Hi friends, for you to be in top 1% rich people of India, your wealth needs to be around 5 crore 40 lakh rupees. And for you to be in top 0.1% rich people of India, your wealth needs to be around 40 crores. Now this massive wealth of 5 crore to 40 crores cannot be built overnight. However, this can be done if you follow 7 micro money habits. I've practically followed these 7 micro money habits in my life, and in the last 5 years, my wealth has gone up by almost 5 times. Now, it's not a brag here, but I genuinely want you to hear out these 7 micro money habits because I'm pretty sure they are going to help you a lot in building a massive wealth over a period of time. So without wasting even a single minute, let's dive in. The first micro money habit is to value your own time. Have you watched this podcast by Raj Shamani on Vijay Mallya's life? 4 hours 18 minutes of intense podcast watched by more than 26 million people. And if you're one of those people who watched this podcast fully, let me ask you one simple question. What did you gain after watching this podcast? Did you gain any skills? Did you learn anything new that will help you in your personal life? Did it help you in any way in shaping your own career? If the answer to all of these questions is no, then I can tell you that you have totally wasted your time. You may counter argue and say to me that Rahul, this is an entertainment value for yourself. Then let me tell you one thing, that if controversies like these is giving you entertainment, then you really need to reset the way you spend your time, because this world is full of crappy controversies. And if you continue to spend your time in watching content like that, you're going to become time poor very, very soon. I personally do not watch content like this because I use my time for my own life, not into anybody else's controversy. And how do I spend my time productively? Habit number 2 to 6 will tell you a lot about how do I spend my time personally. Again, I'm not saying that you completely stop watching content out there. Watch the content that is making you knowledgeable, skillful, and something that is meaningful for your personal life. For example, if you're into sales, start learning about AI. For example, if you are into IT, start learning about sales negotiations. For example, if you're into HR, start learning about psychology of people. That will help you in your career, that will help you in your personal life, and this will be the right use of your time. Therefore, start valuing your time. Habit number 2 to 6 that I'm going to talk about will exactly tell you how can you go about spending your time in a meaningful way, which will help you in your financial journey, which will help you in your personal life. Second habit is to surround yourself with high earners. Have a look at this screen and you will see that if somebody is earning around 53 lakh rupees per annum, then they are in top 1% rich people of India. Ask yourself how many people you have surrounded yourself with who are earning around, let's say, 40 to 50 lakh rupees per year. Now, this is extremely important, and let me tell you my story. I've lived almost 12 years in London, and one fine day I went to a kid's birthday party and I met a gentleman there who was earning 600 pounds a day. You can do the conversion and maths. I'm not going into that level of detail, but he was earning 600 pounds a day. This was almost 3 times my salary at that time. And I could not believe that somebody who's got similar experience is earning 3 times more than me. But soon we started talking, and he was a really, really nice guy. He opened up and he told me everything that was there for contract markets in London. 6 months later, I landed a contract for myself at 800 pounds a day. See, I had the skills before I met this guy, but what I did not have is the mindset. And when you start surrounding yourself with high earners, all of a sudden you will see that your mindset have completely changed. Automatically you would become more aspirational. So make it a habit that you're spending time with people who are really, really doing well, because this is going to be very, very good use of your time. Number 3 is to set yourself 3-year income growth target. For example, let's say your current income is 20 lakh rupees per annum. And if I ask you what is your income going to be 3 years down the line, I can tell you that you have no answer right now because you have not thought through what your income growth rate should be for the next 3 years. You're simply going with a flow. If your company is giving you 4% increment hike, you are taking that. Maybe you are bitching about, for example, the boss, the company, the economy, the BJP, the Modi, the Trump, or anybody else. This is not going to help you out if you do not have a 3-year income growth target. Think your income just like a CEO will do when they set up a company's growth target for the next 3 years. They are going to achieve, for example, 20% growth CAGR basis. And when a CEO sets up this goal, Every employee, every manager, every director knows this clearly written goal for them for 3 years, and they all work towards getting that goal. A good thumb rule in my view that I have set it up for myself is that in the next 3 years, my income needs to grow between 15 to 20% CAGR basis. It is a cumulative 3 years growth rate. It is not that every year it has to go by 15 to 20%. Now you may have a counter argument here and may say that, Rahul, I am working for a company, and this company is only giving me 4 to 5% increment every single year. How can I even think about growing my income by, let's say, 15 to 20%? My simple question back to you is that what skills are you lacking that you're not able to move out of this company who is only offering you 4% increment every year? That is not even beating the basic inflation, let alone medical inflation, education inflation, that is keeping a huge dent in your pocket. See, the point is people start with a no, that no, I cannot increase my income by 15 to 20% every single year. My point to you is that now from today onward, you start writing this as a goal. First of all, say that I will achieve 15 to 20% of income growth in the next 3 years. Start writing it down, and believe me or not, slowly your mind will get tuned to that number and you will naturally start working towards that goal. Number 4, improve your portfolio returns by 1% every single year. Let's say if your portfolio is giving you 10% yearly returns currently, so don't be jealous of somebody else who might be earning 20% returns on their portfolio every year. Instead, you need to work on improving your own portfolio return by simply 1% every single year. How could you do that? Spend 3 to 4 hours every week in learning about a particular theme, and this will automatically improve your returns by 1% every single year. Now, how to spend this 3 to 4 hours every week is extremely important. Please do not go with some random way of doing your own research. No, this is not going to work out for you. What you need to do is pick a theme. For example, let's say IPO is your theme. Every single week, spend 3 to 4 hours learning about IPOs and do it for the next 6 months. And I can tell you this, that every week, if you're spending 3 to 4 hours for the next 6 months learning about IPOs, you are not likely to lose money ever. In fact, whenever you are going to invest in IPOs, your returns from IPOs are going to improve a lot because you've gone deep into the IPOs. This is called laser focus approach. I see people randomly watching videos. I see people randomly consuming content about finance. That is not going to help you. Yes, it will help you a little bit, but if you go with this approach that pick any theme for a 6 months period, 3 to 4 hours every week, it will do wonders for you. And after every 6 months, you then move on to a next theme. For example, equities, for example, mutual funds, for example, silver, for example, gold, for example, Bitcoin. The opportunity is huge for you. It is how you grab that opportunity in a systematic way. Every week, 3 to 4 hours, spend time learning about these themes. And I can tell you that automatically in the next 5 years, you will see yourself that your portfolio returns have improved massively from where you were. And where will you get this 3 to 4 hours every week? If you go back to habit number 1, and if you save time there, if you value your time, you are going to get 3 to 4 hours easily even in your current schedule. So make sure you starting from this week onwards, do not delay it. Start it from this week onwards. Number 5, create a money diary, something like a very short notepad or diary that you can carry with you throughout the day. And during the day, anytime if you get any observations or any ideas, for example, about money spending, money earning, income, business models, business ideas, etc., any observation about your spending, your income, or somebody else's behavior that you are able to note, please write it down in this diary. And let me tell you why this is important. Last year, I was watching a YouTube video, and in this YouTube video, a guy was explaining how to increase your YouTube income. And it got me hooked into the video. And invariably, what this guy told us is that when YouTube is paying you your money as a content creator, they are paying you in US dollars. And the bank account you are getting this money into is you are getting into, let's say, INR. So there is a conversion happening here. Your bank is doing that conversion from US dollars to INR. And typically, banks will give you 1 to 2% lower exchange rate than what is the market rate. And this guy explained in this video that if you go and reach out to your bank, ask them for the preferred exchange rate, then you are likely to earn more money. And you know what? I wrote it down in my diary. I followed it through next day with my bank, and my bank gave me preferred exchange rate, and you won't believe that started to give me Around 17,000 rupees per month additional income just in the exchange rates. Point is very, very simple. I would have forgotten that specific point if I did not note it down in this particular diary. The point is, create this diary today itself. Do not delay it. It will help you track a lot of your own observations, behaviors about yourself and others, and it will make a meaningful impact in your personal life. Rule number 6 is buy 3 rule. Whenever you're buying any costly items, this rule is what you need to follow. For example, let's say you want to buy XCV9E car by Mahindra, and that is going to cost you around 25 lakh rupees. Ask yourself whether you have liquid net worth of 75 lakhs or more or not, because you need to have at least 3 times liquid net worth of the money that you're going to spend. I know it may sound very, very harsh to follow, but please tell me, if you're buying a car worth 25 lakh rupees, having only 5 lakh rupees of net worth, what will happen if you get a boss who is making you work until 10 PM every night and also asking you to come and work on Saturdays? You cannot even think about quitting that job because you are paying EMIs. You have no backup. You do not have a net liquid worth that can cover for those expenses while you think about moving your job. Let me tell you, once you follow this rule, your life is going to become much more simpler. You will not get into EMI traps. You're not going to get into toxic jobs that is going to ruin your physical health, your mental health. Please make sure you're only buying those items that are going to be covered by your liquid net worth up to 3 times. Number 7, learn philosophy. Rahul, have you lost your mind? What has money got to do with philosophy? 2 things. Number 1, philosophy will force you to ask questions. You start in philosophy with questions like, who are you? Did you exist before you were born here? And these questions will force you to develop perspective. And these questions can be applied to money as well. For example, can money buy happiness? How much of money truly is enough for you to live your life comfortably? What is the value of money for stinking rich people like Mukesh Ambani? And number 2, when you have these questions, philosophy will force you to look for logical answers. And trust me, the day you become logical in questioning everything and finding right answers, you will look for proof, you will look for data, you will look for rationale. And when it comes to building financial wealth, this is the most important thing. Whenever you're investing, whenever you're earning, you are asking logical questions. You will stop following crappy ideas blindly because you are looking for answers, logical answers, rational answers, data-backed answers, and this will help you in good investments. This will help you in earning well. This will help you in spending less. This will help you optimize your wealth over a longer period of time. So there you go. These are the 7 micro money habits that I am practically inculcating in myself, and this is making a huge difference in my personal wealth journey. If you liked any of these 7 micro money habits, let me know in the comments your favorite one. And if you also want to add any micro money habits that you are building for yourself, that is working out for yourself, let me know in the comments. I would love to read your comments. Lastly, if you like this video, request you to hit the like button. Let me know in the comments a simple thank you. It motivates me to curate good content for you at 0 cost. I look forward to see you in my next video. Until then, keep rocking.